Hi crafters, welcome to this week's colour challenge video. These are the two cards that I'm going to be showing you how to make today. We are using the Eastern Beauty stamp set along with the Eastern Medallions dies, which you can purchase together as a bundle and save 10%, which I know you're going to want because why wouldn't you? So I'm going to be showing you how you can use those dies together, the colours that were chosen for this week, and also tell you about the next live event that I'm going to be having. So let's get started. Rightio, so let's get some numbers picked for this week's card. This week I have picked out, sorry, shaking my camera, where's it gone? Ruth Thorne left me a absolutely lovely comment, and she the numbers that she picked were 10, 20 and 30. So I've got my colour sheet here and we'll see what that gives us. Number 10 is Berry Burst, my favourite colour right now. 20 is where's it gone? 20. Seriously, I know it's on here. 20. Can you see it? Are you shouting it out to me? Oh, there it is. Sweet Sugar Plum. So Berry Burst, Sweet Sugar Plum, and 30, which is Rich Raspberry. Ooh, I think that's going to be nice. Berry Burst, Sweet Sugar Plum and Rich Raspberry. I will go and grab those colours, pick a stamp set that I think might work, and then we can get started. I am so happy with this week's colours. Look at those together. I couldn't ask for better colours. Sweet Sugar Plum, Berry Burst and Rich Raspberry. They are fabulous together. So what I have got is the Eastern Beauty and the Eastern Medallions dies. I haven't used these for a while, I don't think. In fact, I don't think I've actually done a video with these. I have an online class for these if anybody's interested, but I don't actually think I've done a video, so I thought I would use these. And these aren't the these colours aren't the ones that sort of go with the suite, because there's designer series paper and cardstock and everything that does go with those, but these aren't the colours. So I thought that would be interesting to have a play, and because I mean the catalogue is awesome, as in let me see if I can find it quickly. It gives you coordinating products and there we go. So, well, you can't see that at all, can you? There. So you can see the Eastern Palace suite with the stamp set and the dies, and the designer series paper, which is lush, and the cardstock and all, you know, all the bits that go with it. And it's great for giving you ideas. I mean, you can see there's loads of cards there for you that you can literally just copy out the catalogue. But I do think it's also really fun to switch up the colours. And, you know, you could still use the design but completely change the colours. So that's kind of what I'm thinking to do today. In fact, I do have the embellishments, the gold vinyl stickers, which you know what, we'll chuck them in because you might not have seen them. So, oops, sorry, I'm knocking my camera. So I might use those as well, just to show you that you can copy the designs from the catalogue, but change it up, because you know, if you're making it for a specific person, they might have a favourite colour, and you can change up the colours to match the person or the occasion that you are needing the card for. So let's go with this one down here. I might try, you know, do something similar to that one, and then we'll see how we get on. So yeah, loving these colours. So I'll just put those up there. I've got my Stampin' scrub, excuse me, ready to go. So I've just spritzed that, so that's all ready. I have got Sweet Sugar Plum for my card base, simply because I've run out of Berry Burst cardstock. Can you believe it? It's my favourite of the new in colours, and it's right at the top of my favourite colour list altogether now, because it's very rich. It's not too bright in your face kind of colour, but I really like it at the moment, so I've been using it quite a lot. Then I've got a layer of rich raspberry, and then a layer of the shimmery white cardstock, which is going to go on there. We're going to do some die cutting first. So the dies that go with it are the Eastern Medallion dies. So you can get the dies and the stamp set as a bundle, and you will save 10% if you get both of them together. And it does make sense to get them both together because they coordinate, but to get an extra 10% off is genius. So, you know, there will be links as always in the description for everything that I use, so you can shop my online shop. That would be awesome. So I'm going to be using this, the biggest die. This is my die, how I store my dies, and I do have a video coming up, let me think, it might be Monday, with my die storage solution. So you'll see how I actually do that. So I've got the biggest die, I believe that's the right one. I'm going to cut that out there, I think. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut this and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've run that through the Big Shot with the precision base plate, because this is quite a delicate die. And if you flip it over, you can sort of see it looks like pencil marks, so that way you can tell whether or not your die has actually cut. And if it didn't look like it had a pencil mark, then just run it through your Big Shot again, or whichever die cutting machine you've got. But that one looks good to me, so I can then grab my die brush and just, I tend to just use the brush and it in my hand, because there is a sponge that goes with it, but I don't know why, I just prefer to use it this way. So, and then just pop out any of the bits. Everything is cut, it just needs to be popped out like so, and that is gorgeous. I love it. Okay, right, next I think we should do some stamping on here, and right, get the stamp set in. So this is going to go on top of there, so you can see that rich raspberry just pops right through there, which is fabulous. So, and here I'm going to stamp with the Berry Burst, and I'm going to use the sentiment. Let's open all these. Let's be friends forever, I think. I do love this stamp set. The sentiments are really just nice. I think that will fit. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, just fits. So yeah, but that's the one thing I do love about the photopolymer stamp sets. You can just pop it on. I mean, you can with the clear stamp sets as well, but it's just easier with the photopolymer. If you just put your stamp down where you want it to go, and then you can see really easily whether or not it's going to fit, and then just pick it up with your block. And then I always give it an extra press just to make sure it's stuck. And then I'm going to bring in my pierce mat, even though I do work on a squishy surface, so it's probably fine, but just to be on the safe side, I will get my pierce mat with the berry burst, and I'm going to try and line that up central. There we go. And then I am going to just move those up a little bit, get the medallions that coordinate with this suite. So just to let you know, July, well, all of this month I've been doing a giveaway for anybody who purchases any of my retired Stampin' Up stock. They will also receive a stamp set, and then one person will be drawn out of all of those people to receive a punch as well. So I will be letting you know who has won the punch. And I've also been getting a lot of questions on my videos, so I thought instead of trying to just reply to them all, because some of them I wasn't exactly sure what you was asking me, so I'm gonna do a live video either on here or on Facebook. I'm not sure which one yet, but I will. If you follow me on Facebook or on Twitter, I will post exactly where I'm going to be doing the live. So it'll probably be next Monday, because that's next Monday will be July. I think I'm just looking at my calendar. Yeah, next Monday will be July, so I will be live. I don't know what time yet. I will post it. What time I will be live and all that stuff, to answer some of the questions that I've been getting, because I've been getting lots of questions, which I love. I am more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. But I just thought it'd be easy if I do a live, then we can, you know, we can have a chat, we'll do some crafting, and I can answer any questions then, and it'll just be a little bit easier, I think. So there'll be links in the description for my Facebook and Twitter, so if you're on either one of those, then be sure to follow me, so then you'll be able to see exactly what time I will be going live, because it will be on Monday, because I spend all day in the craft room Monday doing videos and whatnot, so it will be Monday, but I'm not sure exactly what time yet. And then if there's any more questions that you have, then I will be here to answer them for you, and we will do some crafting as well. So I've just added some of the trim from the vinyl stickers. There we go, down the edge of that, and I do think it needs some more colour, so I've got this all stuck on me now. Seriously, I can't get them off. Right, okay. To bring in some more of the other colours in the stamping as well. There are some flourishes that might be nice. Let's go for this little one. So I think I might do, actually I might do this along the bottom. That might look interesting. This might not be straight. Can you see? Yeah. So I'm just going along the bottom. Oh, that's pretty. I'm not going to do it at the top because there's not as much room, but I am going to go in with this little sort of squarey shape, and I'm wondering if I can't fit there. Maybe not actually, I might just leave it as it is, because we have got the colours in the cardstock there. So I am going to do another card. So what do I need? I need some snail. Oops, right off the edge there. So yeah, if you have any more other questions or anything you would like to ask me, leave them in the comments on this video, along with your 3 numbers, don't forget, for next week. And I'm going to write out the questions that I've had so far, and then I will go through them while we're doing some crafting as well. And hopefully I'll be able to answer all of your questions. But if you've got anything you want to know about Stampin' Up, or just crafting questions about techniques or anything, if I can answer it, then I will. I'm not saying I know everything and I'll be able to answer all your questions, but I will do my best. And if there's something that I don't know, if you bear with me, I will find out the answer as best as I can. So, oops. So that is our first card. Very, very simple, I think. Just a little bit of stamping, die cutting, and you're done. So that's the first card. The second card, I wanted to show you what else you can do with these dies, because these are partial dies, so they will just cut out of the card but won't cut the shape completely out of the card, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to show you what else you can do with it. So again, I'm going to use the same die, which is, this is how I think it came in the pack, in this sort of order. So you're looking at the big circle there. So I'm going to die cut this one on this piece of Whisper White, and then I will be right back. Right, so I've die cut that out of a piece of Whisper White, and whoops, and again you can flip it over and make sure that it looks like a pencil line. I hope you can see what I mean when I say a pencil line. It kind of looks a little bit grey. So move the big shot plates out of the way. That was, I'll just show you again, the big shot platform, the thin die adapter, then the precision plate, which, oh, there you go, the precision base plate, which you actually cut into this side, and then just one acrylic plate. So again, just using my die brush, I'm going to pop out those pieces, put the die away, and then I've just got this piece that is left in the cardstock. So obviously I can't use just this on my card, so all I'm going to do is clear these bits out of the way, so I don't want the mess. I'm being really good and I'm throwing it straight in the bin, not just wiping it on the floor. So all you need to do is just snip away. You can see it's only attached by this little piece of card. I mean, there you go. That little piece there, that's all it's attached by. So if you just snip away all of those little sections, just go round. Whoops. Like so. Then you've got a cute little topper, which I think is very, very pretty. And I saw a card literally just today and it made me think of this shape because it's the one of the new pattern party decorative masks. I do have a video of this coming up soon where I was opening this up for the first time, but I film all out of sequence, so it will be a first impressions video, but it will be coming up in a couple of weeks, I think. So as you're watching this week, it will be all out of sequence. But anyway, so this mask reminded me of this shape, so I thought we could use this with the mask this mask with this shape on this card. So I have got another what's this colour? Sweet Sugar Plum card base, and I'm just going to fold that in half, and then I've got another rich raspberry piece, and I'm thinking I'm going to mask this over there, then this can sit on there and we can stamp a sentiment, and I think that'll look pretty cool. So I'm going to use the rich raspberry piece and I'm going to place this, I might place it a little bit off center actually, something like that. Yeah, I'm just going to grab some masking tape just to hold it all down so it doesn't move. I mean, you can just hold it, but just for ease, I'm just going to use masking tape to hold the mask down and my piece of cardstock. And I also use masking tape to hold my grid paper down. So very useful stuff, this masking tape. I just want to make sure that's not going to move. That looks good to me. And whoops, got my finger in it. I'm going to close these just to move them out of the way a little bit. And I'm going to do tone on tone. So I've got the rich raspberry cardstock and the rich raspberry ink. And let me just grab a sponge. Yep. I've got my sponges in my, these are the the wood mount stamp set boxes. Wow, that was difficult. That you can get from Stampin' Up, and that's what I store my Stampin' sponges in now by colour family. So, and I've just got them under my desk so I can grab them easily. And I've got a little sponge for the rich raspberry, and again I will have a video coming up soon because somebody asked me about these, so stay tuned. I do take note of all of your comments. I try to reply to them as quickly as possible, but sometimes it takes me a while because it's just me replying. So if I haven't replied to a comment and it's been a couple of days, just leave me the comment again, because I genuinely sometimes do miss things because it is just me checking up on everything. So if I have missed a comment, then please just leave it again, because I don't want to miss any of your comments basically, because I really appreciate the fact that you're commenting and asking me questions like I know what I'm doing. So I'm just inking up through the mask so you can see it looks pretty dark. Because this is tone on tone, I'm putting on probably more ink than you would really need to do if this was like a piece of Whisper White cardstock, just so I can make sure you can see the pattern. So reveal time. Ooh, look at that. And I have mussed up there, but that's fine. We can sort that out. So that just needs a quick wipe over with the baby wipe. If you was doing embossing paste or anything more messy like that, then you would need to put it straight away in some soapy water. So that is that part done. Oh, there it is. So this is going to sit over that little bit that I messed up, and I'm going to take that off. We can stamp on here now with what colour? Berry Burst it's got to be. I love Berry Burst, I really do. It's so just I don't know what it is, I love it. It's just one of those colours that's really got me. Okay, so if we, does that fit? I think, trying to look through, I think that might fit actually. Yes, that will fit. So I'm going to stamp that one, bigger block. I'm going to pick that up. Whoops. Whoop. So the image that I'm using is this one here, and I'm going to try, she says, I'm going to try and get this to line up. So if you line up the corner of this shape with the round part, this part here, then I think it will line up properly, or kind of line up properly. Yeah, so I'm just giving it a practice one. This is a really good tip that I find, especially with photopolymer stamp sets. Before you even put the ink on there, just have a look through and see whether or not you're lined up right, because you can see through it, so it just makes life a lot easier. And then that way you're not wasting cardstock or, you know, your resources, because I mean, I don't have a lot of everything, so I don't want to waste any of it. So I do little things like that just to make sure, there we go, perfect, just to make sure I don't have to, you know, cut another piece and then ink it up again, because I don't want to waste it. So that is one of the things about photopolymer stamp sets that I do think is pretty genius. You can see through it. So do you think if you was to smile, it does make life a lot easier. Oh, that's fab. And I'm going to use Berry Burst again because I love it. Think of you is to smile. You know what? I've got too much ink on there. And again, is my camera shaking too much? Because nobody, I asked the question last week and nobody said yes or no. So I would really appreciate it if you would just let me know. And if it is shaking, if it's really irritating, let me know. Because I've got a bit of a different setup. I've got a different desk now. I've completely changed things around in our craft space, so I would really appreciate some feedback, just so I know, you know, if there's something that I need to change, I will change it if I can, because I watch a lot of YouTube, and you know, if there's a video that's really shaky or, you know, a little bit off, then I probably won't watch it. I know that's really bad, because it's a bit irritating. So I'd rather you tell me that you're getting a little bit annoyed by something in my videos, just so I know, and then I can fix it. I'm just going to ink the edges slightly. There we go. And that will pop up with dimensionals. Three will do. Oops. And that will sit just there, and we are done. I love the stencils. They are so useful. I've done masking through them. I haven't done much spritzing with them yet, so I will do some spritzing. So those are the two cards that we've made this week. The colours again were Sweet Sugar Plum, Berry Burst and Rich Raspberry, which amazingly it was Ruth picked the numbers for this week. Awesome number selection, because they go together perfectly, so I was so happy with those colours. Those are the two cards. This one definitely is my favourite because I love masking and that kind of look on a card. So that's it for this week's colour challenge. Like I said, in the link below will be all of the products I've used, so if you want to shop with me, that would be awesome. So all you need to do is just click on one of the links and it will take you to my online shop. And also don't forget, I will be live next week, so you're going to need to follow me either on Facebook or Twitter. I will post it on both of them so you'll know what time I will be live. And if you have any questions that you want to ask me, whether it's crafting, organisation, or just, you know, you just want to ask me a question about me, that's completely fine. We'll kind of have a bit of a Q&A, a bit of a chat, because I've been getting loads of questions lately, which I love, but I thought it'd be easier for me to answer them if we're live. So because like I said, some of them I'm not sure what you're asking me, so I thought it'd be easier if we're live, then we can just have a chat, grab a coffee, we'll do a bit of crafting together, and then anything you want to ask, I'll be here for you to ask. It'll probably be Monday afternoon-ish, but I will post an exact time so that you can be around. And you know, if you can't be around, just leave a question on this video along with 3 numbers between 1 and 50 for next week's colour challenge. So I will try to answer as many questions as possible. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you so very much. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fabulous stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.